Charlie Urban here with Leapfrog Fight TV here at Uska. Here with Usman, who's fighting on the February 24th card. First of all, mate, just had a question. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. You're right.
Good. Let's talk about your roots. You've got a kickboxing background.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that for?
I've been back about 2 years. Before that, I've had a spell away for about 5 years. I've trained before for a couple of years, so it's on and off.
In terms of competing, have you competed at kickboxing before?
Yeah, I've competed in kickboxing before. I've had one full contact fight, and I've had a few of the tournament fights.
How'd you fight? You're now making the transition to boxing. This is your boxing debut.
Yeah.
How do you feel that you're going to cope with the differences? Obviously, you can't use your legs. The stance is different. How do you think you're going to cope with it?
I think I'm going to cope well because I'm quite adaptable. I've fought in like K1 disciplines on tournaments and kickboxing, also boxing on tournaments. So I know the differences. I think I can adapt well.
Now, you said that you took a little bit of time out from kickboxing and you've recently come back.
Yeah.
What made you decide to come back to the sport?
I was in the gym. I was still training, always keeping fit, but I was just getting bored. I needed to get back in and do something and hit something.
You get itchy knuckles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Let's have a look into your fight. You're fighting a guy, Mitch Ayres. It's only just been confirmed.
Yeah.
Do you know much about your opponent?
I've seen a clip of him. I mean, he looks okay. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
He's had 6 fights in the army, which is essentially amateur boxing.
Yeah.
How do you feel that might be a big part in terms of his experience coming into this, at least in terms of the boxing rule set?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a level of experience to him, but I don't think he's going to play a major part. I know I'm training, always training. I'm fit. I'm strong. I think I'll be able to negate any advantages that he has.
What would you say is your biggest standpoint on your biggest advantage coming into this? Your style.
Yeah.
How would you describe it?
I'd say I'm a well-rounded fighter. I'd say I carry a lot of power in my punches, but it's not something that I'm going to rely on. I want to box well. I've got good offense, good defense, and just a sound game plan.
5-10 years from now, when your fighting career is all said and done,
yeah.
you sat back, you're looking at it, whether it be boxing, kickboxing, K1. What do you want to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered that, I always step up to the plate and I always come to fight.
Let's talk near future. Boxing, is it something that you want to continue doing? Are you looking to sort of touch back with kickboxing? Are you looking at just mixing it and seeing whatever opportunity comes?
Yeah, I want to keep on mixing up really. If there's good fights out there for me in boxing or K1 or kickboxing, I'm going to take them.
Who would you say is a big inspiration for you that you look up to in your kickboxing and boxing journey?
Big inspiration. I mean, my coach Kaz. He's got he's had a wicked career, good record, good fights. Also, another one of my coaches, Shaq, the current world champion. He's right up there at the moment. He's like following in Kaz's footsteps. So these are people that I look up to.
You're training with killers. You're training with people that have had. I mean, I spoke to Kaz off camera. He's had like 400 fights. Same with Shaq. It must be reassuring, and it must be good to know that your preparation's being done by people who've had hundreds and hundreds of fights, and they know the fight game, they know any scenario, and they know how to prep you correctly.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, every time, even if I'm fighting, I've got them in my corner. It gives me confidence. I know they've always got a strategy for me. If it gets tough, they've always got something they can tell me, and they can turn a fight around.
Let's go right back to the start. What made you initially come into the gym and start training kickboxing?
The gym had opened up local to me. I was training, I was doing weights and stuff, but it wasn't fulfilling me. I was having a bit of fights and stuff when I was younger, and I needed something to, rein that in. I needed an outlet for it to come kickboxing and train.
Do you find that kickboxing or boxing or for any combat sport for that matter, do you feel that builds disciplines in maybe the youth that are going through some troubled times, or they're getting into street fights, they're getting into trouble? Do you feel that gyms like this are an outlet for people to come and almost wash their worries away and to rebuild themselves up as an actual proper human?
Yeah, of course, 100%. I mean, when you come and you train a proper combat sport, you have respect for other people and what people can do, and I think it's made me a lot calmer and nicer person on the outside of the gym.
What if you could give a piece of advice to a 15-year-old you?
Yeah.
What would it be?
Start earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that you're going to give a shout out to that's helped you out in the last couple of years?
It's just all my coaches, you know, Ian, the main coach, Neil,
Mm-hmm.
you know, Kaz, Shaq, all my sparring partners. Like Atik, who's fighting on this card, Jay, and everybody else who I train with who pushes me and motivates me.
Let's touch on a couple of the other fights. You're fighting on a hugely stacked card. You've got 3 guys fighting out of Oscar.
Yeah.
Apart from your fight, what fight are you most looking forward to?
Most looking forward to, you know what, I'm looking forward to them all equally. And I know Jay's topping the bill. I love watching Jay fight. All his exciting fights, never anything boring. Sorry, I mean Jay Marley, that is. Yeah. And then you got Jay fighting Cashew Rise.
Mm-hmm.
He's improved massively. I'm watching him training, and you know I'm very impressed with the improvements he's making. And Atik, always love watching his fights. Always exciting. He's never in a boring fight, and he always comes to fight. So it's going to be good.
What can we expect from you come February 24th?
February 24th. You know what? I'm going to come in. I'm going to be strong, fit, ready. So I'm not going to step down. So whatever he brings, I think I can match it, and I can find a way to win.
Is there any last words you want to give to Mitch before you see him on weigh-in day?
Just be ready to fight.
February 24th, Sports Connection Arena, Coventry, Usman versus Mitch. It's going to be an absolute barnstormer. Get your tickets now. If you can't be there, you can watch it live and exclusive on Leapfrog Fight TV. Bosh. Nice one.
Nice.
Sweet.